'twas in the land of cotton. Old times there is not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland.
Thank you, Jed. Yes, this is Old Times is Not Forgotten. And today, we're in the 1930s, reading the Tampa Daily Times from Tampa, Florida. And hey, folks, if you stay tuned to the end of this video, you can see old Jed sing all of that song. Wife jails husband who played joke on woman guest. Evanston, Illinois, March 26th. Harry Gordon, wisecracker and practical joker, has landed in jail. Mrs. Jordan had him put there last night. For years, she said, she has endured the usual line of jokes and tried to smile when Gordon admonished his friends not to take any wooden nickels. She has eaten salt for sugar. She squirted with water when she smelled fake roses and seen any number of cigars explode. But last night, he introduced a new one. Mrs. Gordon brought a girlhood chum out to the house and introduced her to the husband. He shook hands, looked at the guest over quizzically. He marked that she needed a shampoo, and dragging her to the bathroom, gave her one. That, Mrs. Gordon told the police, was the last straw. "500 fat men wanted." A call for 500 fat men to take advantage of the special Sunday excursion rates at Drew Field when passengers will be taken up for hops at 1 cent a pound has been issued by members of the Committee of 100 who have engaged themselves to underwrite expenses of the Sealed Suite Endurance Flyers till the end of next week. 3 ships will be available for the sightseeing hops, all in charge of experienced pilots. Tampons have never been offered such a bargain in flying, said today A.P. Cook, chairman of the committee. The cent-a-pound rate goes for everybody, skinny ones or fat ones, but we are hoping the adipose gentlemen come first. The special rate will apply only Sunday, and a record business is expected at the field. The proceeds go toward financing the endurance try. This one's entitled just Wow. An eating competition was organized in a mining town in the north of England. One competitor, a giant collier, 6 feet in height and broad in proportion, succeeded in disposing of a leg of mutton, a plentiful supply of vegetables, and a plum pudding, washed down with copious draughts of ale. He was unanimously declared the winner, and was being triumphantly escorted home when he turned to his admirers and said, "Eh, lads, say, don't ye tay naught of this to my old woman, or she won't get me no dinner." And don't forget to keep kissable with old golds. The marriage ceremony doesn't demand it, but the newlyweds who take old golds as their wedding choice in cigarettes are showing a nice consideration for each other. To prolong the honeymoon charm, smoke pure tobacco old golds. No throat rasp, no smoker's cough can come from their clean, sun-ripened, natural-flavored tobaccos.
Granny, you seen anything about Winston's cigarettes? I bought 2 cartons this morning.
Got 'em right here for you, Jed.
Well, Granny, where is all the crush-proof boxes these Winstons come in?
Well, Jed, I needed 'em.
What for?
For my yarbs and spices and things.
Granny, the Winston folks make these crush-proof boxes special. Protect these fine-tasting cigarettes of theirs.
Well, they're good for protecting my yarbs and my spices, too. You can keep the jar. I'll trade you even.
Granny, I can't go around carrying this jar full of Winstons in my pocket.
You want me to make you a bigger pocket?
No, I just want my Winstons back where they belong. I gotta say one thing about Winstons. Whether they come in a pack, a box, or a jar, them rascals taste good.
Like a cigarette should. If They do rhyme better.
Did you know in the 1930s they used to put funny slogans on their old Jalopies? Just like on this toy you could get in the 70s, Heartbreaks. The next article in our 1930s newspapers talks about the funny slogans that they noticed going into town in Tampa, Florida. Some snappy slogans. The incoming tourists have this year brought to Florida an invasion in the matter of slogans. These are painted in conspicuous places on their cars. Many of them are rather risque, but some are undeniably clever. Here are a few. I rattle, but I don't strike. Darling, I'm growing old. If this bus could talk, I'd be in jail. Chickens, here's your coop. One more payment and this car'll be mine. Here's an unusual one. Dog catcher nabs Frenchman biting pedestrian's legs. Marseille, March 13th. Maybe there isn't much news in this story because the man did not bite the dog. But Pierre Berruti, stonemason, did get down on his hands and knees and nip the legs of pedestrians until the dog catcher arrived. At the Pasteur Institute, Berruti ceased barking and admitted that he was not suffering from rabies, but had hoped to collect damages from a neighbor whose dog bit him by simulating canine madness. And right there, he ceased to be news. Infant found on doorstep declared answer to prayer. Sometimes an answer to prayer comes in a big blanket pinned with a safety pin. That is the way it came to Mrs. Guy P. Gully, 905 West Adderley, who has been wanting a baby for years and who found one Monday on her doorstep. Rather, the little newcomer was discovered by Mrs. Gully's 11-year-old niece just about dusk. Her excited cries brought the family to the scene. Unwrapping the blanket of a girl was found, with tiny hands curled like rose leaves against the blanket. On the baby's dress was pinned a slip of paper, and written in a girl's handwriting was the name Betty Louise. "Keep it," said Mrs. Gully happily. "Oh, of course." There is just no way for a proud mother to describe her baby other than in the traditional way. "She looks just like a little angel," Mrs. Gully says, "like she was made to order for me, except for the hair. I always loved a bald-headed baby. Her eyes are blue with the loveliest lashes and her hair is dark brown." I guess back then you could just keep a baby that showed up on your doorstep. The perfect cool dish for a hot summer day. Kellogg's Corn Flakes. Oh boy, there's nothing like a big bowl of Kellogg's Corn Flakes in cool milk or cream on a hot summer day.
Now come along and visit with the Clampett family as they learn the simple pleasures of the hills of Everly. That includes the products of your sponsor of the week, the cereals of Kellogg's, Kellogg's of Battle Creek. K-E-L-L-O, good Kellogg's, best to you.
'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night.
Alabama Beauty, Mary Mitchell. The most beautiful girl on the University of Alabama campus is Mary Mitchell of Birmingham, Alabama. Speaking of beautiful women, there was a contest from WAMPUS. WAMPUS stood for Western Association of Motion Picture Advertisers, and every year they would have a baby star contest starting in the 20s and into the 30s, picking who they thought would be the next famous actress. Here's an article in today's paper about it. They are favored for WAMPUS Choice. Here are 3 of the outstanding candidates for WAMPUS nominations, annual event in the movie colony at Hollywood. There are 3 of the popular baby stars of filmdom. Left to right, Jeanette Loff, June Clyde, and Mae Clark. Ooh, I know actress Mae Clark. Actress Mae Clark was probably most remembered for her part in the movie The Public Enemy from 1931, where James Cagney smashed a grapefruit in her face.
The master of this art, the man to follow, is James Cagney. Women have succumbed to his charms ever since Public Enemy, when he introduced them to a new style of lovemaking.
I didn't ask you for any lip. I asked you if you had a drink.
I know, Tom, but... Well, gee, I wish that...
There you go down wishing stuff again. I wish you was a wishing well, so that I could tie a bucket to you and sink you.
Maybe you found someone you like better. I knew you couldn't hold out forever. You need a girl like me.
Sure, you got what it takes to get him, baby. Move over. I want to give you a break. You'll never forget this as long as you live.
We'll end today's news in a little story about fashion, men's fashion. 'Tis a sad tale of the nightshirt mates. The nightshirt brigade is fading. The pajama is running the old-time institution into the ground. Only a few stalwart defenders of the custom of an earlier day still clung to the garment. A Times reporter asked the merchants about it in checking up on Christmas sales. They said the pajama had all but driven the nightshirt into a class with antiques. The reporter decided to check up on the merchants and interviewed a number of the leading citizens. Here's what he learned. T.N. Henderson, president of the City Board of Representatives, wears a nightgown. He likes white ones. Ed Lambert of the Tribune admits that he too likes the old-fashioned garment best. Of course, when he goes on a trip, he takes along his pajamas, and the brighter the colors, the better. Dr. A.M. Bennett, pastor of the Palm Avenue Baptist Church, goes 50-50, wears pajamas in the winter and nightshirts in the summer. The first are warmer and the latter cooler. Albert S. Thornton, president of the Dawson Thornton Dry Goods Company, likes two colors in pajamas. They must be white or tan, and he's been wearing them ever since they were made. Peter O. Knight, prominent attorney, has worn pajamas for 12 years. He doesn't care particularly about the colors. Well, folks, thanks for watching my video today. And remember my channel, Old Times is Not Forgotten.
What would you like to hear next, Uncle Jed?
Well, can you play Dixie?
Why, sure.
I sure do like to sing that song.
It's right good for dancing, too. Would you do a jig?
Well, if the music happens to get down around my feet, I might just cut loose and stomp a spell. Better take my coat off just in case it does. Oh, I wish I was in the land of cotton. Old times there is not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away, Dixieland. I wish I was in Dixie. Hooray, hooray. In Dixieland I'll take my stand to live and die in Dixie. Away,
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 away, away down south in Dixie. Away,
Away.
away,
away down south in Dixie.
I was Dixie, away from Pearl, away from Pearl and old Pearl, and away from Pearl and Dixie.